This episode brought to you by HelloFresh. Delicious pre-measured ingredients and simple chef-made recipes delivered to your doorstep every week.
Okay, so we gotta get to the orange planet, we'll give it a name later. Next we gotta find the dagger of daggering. After that we gotta cure some bugs with our new force powers, we'll just mention it in passing. Go to the store, pick up some milk, grab the kids from daycare. Oh, and you're the grandson of Boba Fett now, trust me, this was all planned from the beginning.
Wait, what the hell are you doing?
Please, there's like 95 more errands to run.
I came here to find Star Wars.
Well, you're in it, man.
I just remember it being more grand and awe-inspiring.
We've been doing a lot with it lately.
Maybe too much? It looks so beaten and worn down. I don't think it was built to handle everything you're putting it through.
Nonsense, this baby runs on the finest of fuels.
Which is?
True, it creates a bumpy, even, inconsistent ride, but it still keeps this old girl moving forward.
Funny. I remember when the ship ran on imagination and ideas.
Those were the old days, my friend. Now it's about sticking with what we know works.
Yeah, that's our returning pilot, JJ.
Returning pilot?
We've gone through a few of them.
Alright, JJ, how do you generate this fuel?
Oh, it's a special formula we use over and over. Introduce poor hero dressed in white, hint at evil side, even though that obviously won't be a thing. Show bad guy in all black serving seated overlord. Discover bad guy as a good side. Display ship battles where one simple thing always wipes the villains out. The hero wins, good bad guy dies. Rinse, repeat.
Isn't there only so long that formula can keep this going?
Well, we tried straying from it a few times, but the passengers didn't like that.
Passengers?
You're doing great, JJ. Here's some fuel for your ship.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm not happy, JJ. You're taking Star Wars in a direction I don't want it to go.
Oh, sorry, I'll change course right away. Better?
Quite.
Hey, that's not the direction I wanted.
Oh, sorry, switching back.
Jesus.
Hey!
Okay, why don't I fly in between, making you both happy and unhappy?
I'm pleasantly enraged by that.
Carry on.
So this is how Star Wars is right now.
Well, are you really that surprised? Star Wars, from its premiere in 1977, changed not only cinema, but movie fandom. Because there were only 3 films for so long and they incorporated so many different mythical storytelling elements, there was kind of this sacredness that was built around it. This resulted in, let's say, passionate opinions over the years. Going from rose-colored glasses to slow disappointment, praising a creative genius only to shun him later, and watching the franchise be bought out and be passed on from creative team to creative team. All of this gained praise, anger, great memories, bad memories, no memories. Childhoods were reborn while others were destroyed. What was once seen as sacred stories became, well, what they always were, movies. Movies, like any art form, can change people in profound ways, but to many, Star Wars was becoming a way of life, and any changes to a way of life is going to be met with some hostility. And yes, I know the majority of Star Wars fans aren't hostile or demanding, they're a lot like any other movie fans. But I'm talking about the fans the filmmakers probably listen the closest to, that being the ones who take it the most seriously. Whether it's serious love or serious hate, these movies are always guaranteed to get big reactions. And once again, Star Wars fans are passionate about the Rise of Skywalker, the final part in this new cinematic trilogy. Passionate angry or passionate happy? Yes. Again, everyone seems all over the map whether this progressed towards the familiar world we know and love, or regressed back to the same tired tricks.
Good thing I'm in the driver's seat this time. If there's one thing I'm always praised for, it's how I stick the ending.
Are you sure you're the only one piloting?
Oh yeah, back to one creative poet leading the way. Nobody else calling the shots. God, God.
All right, guess explain how this new old Star Wars works now.
I don't know, you might not like everything you hear.
I'm not afraid.
Good.
You will.
Yeah, I had that coming. This is Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. The dead speak.
Come on, talk like a real person.
No, those are literally the first words from the opening crawl.
Christ.
Yeah. The voice of Emperor Palpatine is heard on a radio transmission, so Kylo Ren searches the universe so he can kill him off, fearing Palpatine might take control of the First Order. He finds him in a hidden part of the galaxy where a legion of Sith fanboys have been growing an army.
I've come here to kill you.
But then you will never get the answers to the questions you possess.
But the answer is disappointing.
Extremely.
Okay, I'll ask.
Let's retcon this shit.
How are you alive?
Something, Revenge of the Sith.
Who is Supreme Leader Snoke?
Something, I grew him in a bottle.
What's your major plan?
Something, we join forces and I give you an army.
Can I trust you?
Come on, you act as if I have a long history of backstabbing people.
Okay, I'm in.
Good. First order of the First Order is to kill Rey. Right after you put a quarter in so I can continue my shaky animatronic movements. Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese! Let's wish Snoke 72 a happy birthday. Make a wish and strike those candles down with all of your hatred, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete. Also free tokens.
Meanwhile, the Resistance is hiding out on low-calorie Endor. Yeah, they ran out of looks for these planets, so I'm just calling them what they're ripping off. As General Leia trains Rey as a Jedi.
It looks like Palpatine's back. But I thought Palpatine was dead.
We've had one Palpatine, yes. What about second Palpatine?
You need to figure out how to hear all the Jedis that have come before you. Oh, that's an interesting addition. How often will we explore that? Once more at the end. Wait, it's been seconds and there's been no rush of movement. Indeed, we need to chapter 2 this. Right. Everyone act panicky. Poe, you try to get cheap laughs with unfunny small talk.
Got it. What's the deal with everything?
Finn, you try to continue to justify your existence here.
Right. Rey, there's something important that I have to tell you.
What?
I don't know, but I'm gonna ask you 5 more times.
That's the best you've got.
I'm a reformed killer stormtrooper. How can you make me interesting?
Never mind. Just make small talk with Poe.
Got it.
What's the deal? What's the deal?
Everybody, go to different planets to find Palpatine. And Rose! You stay behind and help out here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you've been through enough.
I am more than happy to be Jar Jar in the last 2 prequels.
Mel!
Oh,
They make their way to low-calorie Tatooine, where a festival is being thrown by the natives. Go diversity? And among the celebration, they come across Lando.
Hi, I'm Lando.
They then get chased down by stormtroopers and fall into quicksand that leads them to a cavern where they find a Sith dagger. Then they come across a hurt monster, but Rey uses her Force powers to heal its wounds.
How did you do that?
Oh, I just gave him some of my life force.
You used the Force to force life force?
No, I used the force to force life force.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Oh, I know what this is. We started playing around with that idea. One of our characters uses it to heal someone, and there's a mystery to what it is and to how it works.
Oh, let me guess, you take your time and let the weight of a situation sink in?
Pretty much.
There's no time for that. We gotta get to saving Chewbacca, who was captured by the First Order.
What? When did that happen?
When we looked away for a few seconds. Keep up, man. Chewie's dead now.
What?
Yeah, we see Rey and Kylo Ren play tug-of-war with a prison ship, and she accidentally zaps it.
What? Chewie's dead?
No, now he's alive.
What? How?
There's another prison ship off screen, obviously.
So he was captured off screen and put in a different ship off screen?
Yeah, stay on track. Now the prequels are cool again.
Okay, that I know you're lying about.
No, it's sadly a thing. Listen.
I mean, they're not that bad when compared to Last Jedi.
Yeah, I mean, I saw them when I was 2. I figure I'm a good judge of cinema at that point. And the Emperor was cool.
Hey, JJ, we want to see more Emperor.
Oh, right away. More Emperor on the beaten path.
This path is beaten all right.
Well, what do you do if you can't have constant exposition and jumping from place to place every few minutes?
I don't know. Visual storytelling, slow pacing, short but relatable dialogue so you can understand character quickly.
Why are you still on this? We just missed 8 more scenes.
Of course we have.
Now they're on low-calorie Coruscant with a dash of Hoth, where they need the writing on the dagger translated, and one of Poe's old flings named Zori can help. You know, I've seen your face. I'm not sure why you're trying to keep it hidden.
I'm trying to do like a Boba Fett thing, keeping my appearance a mystery.
For what, the 4 minutes you're in this trilogy?
Well, here, you can see my eyes. Happy?
Not really. Your eyes look great. If you had like 3 eyes or something, we'd be more curious about what you look like.
Let's talk about you.
Okay.
You really think of all the characters people want a sit-down moment with you?
Hey, we're just trying to build up the drama of me about to become a general.
Aren't you that idiot that mutinied in the middle of a chase?
I remember why I don't like you. We get to the one thing that's been continually good in this new trilogy. Aside from that. Rey and Kylo Ren's connection. Each of them tries to convince the other to join their side, and they communicate through their mental and physical force powers despite not being in the same room. One of the few things not retconned from Last Jedi. But don't worry, they backtrack on other stuff.
So that's where you are.
Oh shit.
Join me, for I know your importance. Your caretaker never told you what happened to your parents.
He told me enough. He told me that you killed them.
Nobody told you that.
You know what? I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting what we're vomiting up and rehashing for this one. So my father is someone bad, right?
No.
Oh, good. We don't have to go through all that again.
Your grandfather is someone bad.
Oh, okay. Well, that's new territory. Who is it? Snoke?
No.
Palpatine?
Yes.
Hux?
No.
That guy Benicio del Toro played last time?
You already guessed it.
What? Who?
Palpatine.
Wait, Palpatine's her granddaddy?
Uh-huh.
Who the hell slept with him? I mean, it'd have to be right after his face got lightninged and shit. You telling me somebody saw that guy and was like, hey, might be a good fuck?
Apparently that doesn't matter.
What do you mean that doesn't matter? How does someone bang the leader of the galaxy and then disappear? He didn't keep tabs on her? She somehow avoided him? This is the fucking story, man. This is the juicy shit the trilogy should have been about.
Oh, what? The Last Jedi apologists didn't need to know Snoke's story.
Oh, shut up! They said Rey was a nobody, so anyone could be strong with the Force, but now it's midichlorians, and you have to be related to somebody! Boo!
No, what else was I supposed to explore with this? Maybe we could explore Snoke, dead. Maybe dive into Rey's past, nada. Maybe draw out Finn and Phasma's rivalry, kaput. Maybe see if Rey would join the dark side, end it. What was I supposed to do? Everything was finished before it was even set up!
There definitely is some truth to that. Last Jedi set up some new ideas and directions it could go in, but it wrapped up so much that character-wise, all that was left to explore was Rey and Kylo Ren's relationship. And even then, not a ton, as they seem to have stayed on their chosen sides. To suddenly give the final film a blank slate to go off of is a bit of a challenge, to say the least. And here's the thing, taking into account all 9 films when you watch them all together, having Rey be related to the Emperor is not a bad idea. I mean, in chronological order, it does kinda start with Palpatine, so it makes sense it would end with him as well. But to bring him into this new trilogy now, especially in such a rushed and clumsy manner, this was way too big an idea to squeeze into the final film. Had they started out with this idea in The Force Awakens, maybe it could have developed into something gripping. Hell, even in Last Jedi, when they kill Snoke, if we suddenly hear the Emperor laughing, that would be kind of a good lead-in. Just something, anything. As is, it just feels like a last-minute surprise. Like, imagine you found out that Vader was Luke's father in Return of the Jedi instead of Empire Strikes Back. It just wouldn't be enough time to get all that you can out of it. So am I against the idea? No. Am I against the idea now? 1,000,000%!
Well, as the pilot who has vowed to take control of this journey, it's my responsibility to say, it's his fault!
How is this a different Star Wars than I remember, yet not different enough?
Hello?
We have HelloFresh. If you want to see HelloFresh again, you'll do as we say. Of course, we understand why it's so important to you. HelloFresh's recipes are so delicious. HelloFresh has more 5-star recipes than any other meal kit, so you know you're gonna get something delicious. It also saves time, causing you no stress. Because HelloFresh cuts out stressful meal planning and prepping, so you can enjoy cooking and getting dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes, or even 20 minutes with their quick recipe options. We also know that HelloFresh can help you eat more sustainably. HelloFresh's pre-portioned ingredients means there's less prep for you and less food waste. And it's flexible. By golly, we know it's flexible. Fitting your lifestyle. For you can easily change your delivery days or food preferences and skip a week whenever you need. And get this, HelloFresh is now $5.66 per serving, making it obvious why it's America's #1 meal kit. Do you miss your HelloFresh? What do you miss about it?
I like how, even though I'm not a very good cook, HelloFresh makes it incredibly easy for me to learn. I especially like the cranberry apple pork chop. It's my absolute favorite out of all of them. I want to see them again.
Well, you can get HelloFresh if you take advantage of the special deal. Go to HelloFresh.com and use the code Nostalgia10 during HelloFresh's New Year's sale for 10 free meals, including free shipping. That's a total of $90 in savings. Do this, and maybe you'll see HelloFresh again.
Wait, I already have that deal.
Oh, well in that case, everything's... Go to HelloFresh.com and use the code Nostalgia10 for your special offer today.
Oh!
After everyone escapes the First Order, Rey comes across the wreckage of the Death Star on low-calorie Waterworld. This world's different enough, I'll call it by its real name. As she happens to stand in the exact perfect location for the dagger to show her where to head.
Meanwhile, seeing how Finn's romance with Rey went nowhere.
No, I'm married to the Force.
And also his romance with Rose went nowhere.
He finally comes across someone similar to him. Although character-wise, maybe a little too similar.
So I hear you were a stormtrooper.
I was.
I hear you left because you didn't want to slaughter people.
I did.
I hear you're underutilized because this movie has no idea what to do with you.
That I didn't hear, but sounds about right.
Want to talk about why we have nothing to talk about?
I think we just did.
Oh yeah. Here's to maybe being something.
Maybe.
Why do I suck in these movies now?
Rey comes across Kylo Ren on the Death Star, as well as a dark version of herself.
Trailer fodder.
Trailer fodder.
Seriously? But this is awesome!
Too awesome for Star Wars now. By the way, I'm a thing in this.
There better be some cool fan art of me.
I can take you to Palpatine. Come with me.
Never!
Very well. Shall we exit this ugly, grainy location to another ugly, grainy location?
Did they learn nothing from the movie Solo?
Rey defeats Kylo Ren, though, and decides to take his ship to find Palpatine.
Oh, can I get your keys? Thanks, you're a peach.
I guess Leia, though, uses her forced life force or whatever to give Kylo Ren extra life. Honestly, given Carrie Fisher's untimely death, they worked all this into the story pretty well. Except, of course, when somebody has to explain what's going on, because Leia clearly can't.
She is giving up her life for him, so that when he finally passes, she will pass too.
Who are you? We built you up so much in the first movie and then did nothing with you.
Well, the Jedi grew several of me in jars while...
Forget it.
Rey makes a stop at Luke's old hideout and comes across the Transparent One himself.
How can I be a Jedi when I'm related to one of the most despised men in the universe?
Well, let me tell you right now, it's not all about the bloodlines.
Except it totally is.
I mean, in the last movie it wasn't, I suppose, but now I'm connected to one of the most powerful men in the galaxy.
Yeah, but I'm related to a man who just appeared out of nowhere. You wanna know how big my family tree is? One branch. That's it.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know.
Why did you come here?
To say we're all hypocrites in these movies. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. That's an absolute. They didn't fix a damn thing with these movies.
Can I at least have your... Thank you.
Kylo Ren has a surprisingly touching scene with his father, Han Solo, which thankfully they never make clear if it's really him or if it's just in his head.
Dad, I realize how wrong I was about everything. I just wanted to say,
I know, son. Well, I gave the only emotional scene in the movie. So long, everybody! I'm never coming back to these damn films, and I mean it this time.
So, remember how in the other movies when they're going into a fight they would discuss their strategy of how to take the enemy down? This one they just head in and hope that other people show. All the discussions, all the strategy, all the times people sit around and listen to what they have to do so we have suspense of knowing when something doesn't go right, all gone. Why? Because you know the plan. It's the 4th time they've done it. Can you guess?
They shoot the one thing that blows everybody up.
Yeah, that's what it always says!
Hey, now give us some due credit here. It's only the 5th time we've had a throne room scene where someone sits and watches people fight with lightsabers.
Yay, they're doing it again!
Boo! I don't want to see that! Boo!
Okay, I'll change it up. How about it's still in the throne room, but the main villain doesn't show up until the end?
Yes! Now we'll both be disappointed!
Woo!
Actually, that's a good point. Who's even the main villain now? I mean, in Return of the Jedi, where this cliché started, the battle was with Vader, the main conflict of the previous 2 movies. Here, with Kylo Ren saying he's good now, I guess it's Palpatine, who's only introduced in this trilogy in this film. And even then, he's not in it for very long. What makes it even stranger is there's a giant stadium of Sith cultists or something watching them. How long have they been sitting there waiting for Rey to arrive?
Okay. When did he say she was going to get here? It's been freaking days and I smell like ass.
His predictions are never wrong.
Except when they are. How often has he been electrocuted or thrown off something?
That's only happened a couple of times.
What if this is one of those times?
Hot dogs!
I'll take 5.
So as the battle wages above, Palpatine makes a proposition to Rey.
Kill me, and you will take the throne as the Emperor of the New Order.
Why don't you just take the throne?
Something, force power, dark side.
All right.
Wait, I thought he wanted her dead.
That was plan A. Plan B is to have her come there so he can transfer his soul into her.
Why wasn't that plan A?
Because plan C is to suck both Rey and Kylo Ren's life force if they happen to show up together.
His backup plans are much better than his original plans.
That's turning out to be Star Wars in a nutshell.
Is there any goddamn strategy in this movie?
Well, there is this one moment.
Space horses! Woo!
What?
Yep, stinking space horses are in this again.
The same ones as before?
No, different ones. All I can imagine is them transferring those animals to the friggin' fight.
This'll be great! There's totally so much we can do with these guys in a space battle! I'll get him up.
Kylo Ren shows up to help Rey, but that only makes things worse as the Emperor now has their unique bond that makes them much more powerful so he can drain their life force together, making him more powerful. It's dumb.
Let's make lightning strike twice, baby.
But Rey, now for some reason, finally connects with all the Jedi of the past and uses their strength to fight back.
I believe in you.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
I believe in you, Peter.
Open others.
I'm fine.
Kylo Ren gives his life force that Leia gave him to Rey, sacrificing himself to save her. Death is now like hot potato in this world.
Oh, Kylo. Just when I was learning to love you.
They kiss?
Uh-huh.
Odd. I always thought they had more of a brother-sister relationship.
Like that makes any difference in this world. Everybody returns to low-calorie Endor and celebrates despite the people they've lost.
Chewie, Leia wanted me to give this to you. She just never had the time. What can I say? We're all hypocrites in these movies.
Even Lando makes a friend?
So, where are you from?
I don't know.
Want to find out together?
Can I hit on someone that's not me?
Actually, you might be my daughter.
Ew!
Rey goes to Luke's original home and buries the lightsaber, coming across an old resident.
Nobody's been there for years. What's your name?
Rey.
And your last name that presumably your parents gave you?
They didn't.
Odd.
Well, I guess technically it's...
Oh, I see. Because bloodlines don't matter, she's going to say her name is Palpatine, turning that evil name into something strong and hopeful.
Skywalker.
Or she picks Skywalker, a name associated with a dark overlord who killed children.
Younglings.
They're fucking called children.
Well, like this movie, I guess it's in the eye of the beholder. Rise of Skywalker, from my viewpoint, is a mess. I can't act like the previous two were perfect, but this seems especially all over the map. The motivations keep changing, plot twists seem unearned, the pacing is way too fast, trying to accomplish way too much. And on top of that, it was ugly to look at. Even if you didn't like the previous two, they were at least visually stimulating. This one is grainy, dark, colorless, and sometimes even hard to make out. As this trilogy draws to a close, I can't act like I wasn't introduced to some interesting ideas, but they never felt anchored down by a clear goal. Apart from, you know. I didn't hate this film by any means. It did give me some cool scenes, and honestly, it is nice to finally have some closure, even if it's not 100% satisfying. But that's kind of the Star Wars we have now, where in the past, Star Wars seemed to bring fans together. Whether for one reason or another, it now seems to leave them divided.
Nuh-uh, you're wrong! We're not divided!
Yes, we are! We're so divided!
Why don't I just do what makes everybody money? I mean happy.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We're together. And so we're together. We disagree on the same things. We disagree that this movie is something that we both don't get it.
What was that?
Hey, Mando, you find what you're looking for?
Yeah, but it's definitely not how I remember it.
Well, hurry back. You've got someone little waiting for you.
Oh my god!
That is the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
Too cute! Too cute! Wait, you all like this?
How can we not love something like that?
I have never seen anything more precious.
Where can I see more of that?
Well, I guess you can follow us. I mean, we are technically Star Wars.
What? Can't be. It's bringing all these fans together.
Well, without it, I wouldn't be here. Star Wars molded me, shaped me into who I am. I guess when something is really that powerful, it finds life anywhere, even in the most unlikely of places.
Like a bounty hunter raising a baby Yoda.
Yeah, actually, the more I think about it, I feel like most fans, if they heard that, would hate it.
Yet here we are.
Can I come?
Yeah, me too.
And me?
Sure. Come on, guys. Let's go down a different path.
Yay!
He is so adorable!
So what do you think? Is there a new hope for Star Wars?
For now. And when that fades, another will appear.
I think it's just because I'm done with the Star Wars movies. Doesn't mean I'm done with Star Wars.
And like anything special, it isn't done with you.
Oh my god. It was so awful. What was that? Why does Doug even wear glasses anymore? It's not canon.
Hey, Doug Walker here. I love the name of this week's charity shout out. It's Action Ministries. It's not quite what you think, but it's still really cool. Action Ministries mobilizes communities to address the challenges of poverty by focusing on hunger relief, housing, and education. They envision communities throughout Georgia where passionate volunteers serve their neighbors in need together, ending hunger, ending homelessness, and bridging achievement gaps. They stand by that every person has sacred value and dignity and is therefore worthy of respect, compassion, advocacy, and a seat at any table. They believe in the positive potential of people and the resilience of the human spirit, regardless of situation and beyond circumstance. If you look at their site, you'll see they value the authentic integrity that is vital and necessary to build and innovate for the future. Click on the link and see how you can make big steps in changing lives.